down, man. So yeah, you're ahead of me on there. Cool. So yeah, I typically I record these through Facebook, but I start getting more into the Zoom platform, man. Just a little bit more clean audio wise. So hi hat, I'm gonna probably run these in 16th note patterns. 16s. I already know something's off, and that's using my snare. 16. Try that one again. See how this all match up. So the snare is off. And you can see with GarageBand, man, just the fluidity of it. It's really cut it, run it again. Quantize that, run it back, see if it locks up. And then I'm just rolling down to my crash, just something basic. Dramatic, but this will work for now. Then even though I don't complete it all the way to 9, they'll just let you drag out the remainder, and then that locks that in. I can put this in loop record before I even go to copying everything. So the next part, I'll do something interesting. Like typically, most people go for the rhythm instrument. I usually go to guitar first, depending on what I'm feeling. And then I'll just see how this runs. See how that works with it. Play that back and see how that matches up. So the cool thing with this, with GarageBand, is once I got the guitar parts laid in there, I got options to change. I can change the whole sound of whatever VST I got on it. Now I know you come from the live world like me, man. So in a perfect world, typically, I would just have my mic. I have my amp. I'll run a mic straight from the guitar amp or come right out of the amp and go straight in. I love their sounds on here, but I'm still an amp pedal junkie, man.
Gotcha.
I still like the analog sound, man. It's just kind of there's like no delay in between what I'm playing there and then what's getting in there. And then I'm running this through the Apollo also, so they're really good with the zero latency, man. So what goes in is what you get. I'm just gonna make another track here real quick. I'm just gonna include keys. So if I know the feel that I'm going for, kind of soulful, then I gotta remember to know what my chords were. Down right there. So I got save it, and then I'm gonna hit loop and then see how everybody translates. got the guitar and I got the keys laid down. I'm just gonna put a bass in. I'm gonna hit the bass. I ain't gonna go with nothing too crazy. They have just like a basic Beatles, Motown type of bass sound in here. And I'm gonna see what's gonna fit that. Put it in. And the thing with GarageBand is always remember to keep the loop record off. Otherwise, it's going to erase over what you do if you keep that on during recording. Bass line. I forgot the chords, all right. Yeah, and then somebody write all the chords down. And that's the basis right there. So less than 10 parts. And then when I hit this stage, if I know I'm not writing to it or I don't know what I'm gonna do with it next, I can just select all my tracks here from start to finish, and then I can just loop them. So now I got something I can basically kick out to a writer or whoever needs to do something to it before I go in there and start arranging things. And then I'm rocking right there. So that's my process. Well, a typical process. So if that's the type of track they was looking for, that's kind of how I run things down, man. That's GarageBand 101. So it's
Nice.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's just fluid, man. It's just being able to, the sounds are really good. The editing is pretty simple, and then you just kind of rock from there. So something you're pretty familiar with on the Ableton side of things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my typical process, and like I said, it always changed, depending on what I'm working with or who I'm working with. But and then the upside to this, even if you got an Ableton, is the to me, the piano roll editor and score are like my favorite parts of it.
Now that is something I don't have. I do not have a score tab.
This is why I always start with Garage. This is why I like it. So, and you can print this off as well. So I don't never assume that I'm just gonna deal with, just beat makers and people that don't read music. I don't never make that assumption. Because a lot of them, they do ask for the music. They don't want to figure out chords all day. They can actually read it. I'm like, man, here you go. Work your way through it. So
Very, very nice feature.
Yeah. So that's the layout of GarageBand. Any questions on it, man? Anything you want me to cover over with it? That's the down and dirty of it. It's I think everybody tries to make it seem more complicated than what it is in terms of, how producers get, man. They want to hold a little secrets or make it seem like they're doing something, extra on some of this stuff. But this is just straight down the cuff, man. And then if I want to create an intro with it, let's go in and start cutting out a few things. And we're in business. Cut that bass out in the intro, then I got some. And then they have a loop library up here as well. So yeah, they give you a lot of extra stuff to, to pull from. Transitions, all that type of stuff. If I just want to get a little crazy with it. Yeah, you already know how they roll, man. So yeah, I can pull some stuff from the loop library, give a little bit of a lift. Whatever crazy stuff, man. But so yeah, you can use a combination of the library sounds plus the loop sounds plus live instruments, and you can hear it, man. Quality wise, it takes it in pretty straightforward.